from your private life. So, and the Spanish law has basically three pillars: law of status, law of contract, or law of obligation, which is your contracts, and law of property. So to live in the private, you need to address these three pillars of the civil law, the Spanish civil law. So ideally, I'm going to say you are the seller, the piece of land. I need a piece of land here. I have the money, you have the land. Let's make it a private agreement. You sign this contract for X 100,000 euros. And then we sign this other contract where you sell me the rights to use not just. We're going to sign two contracts. The contract where you are agreeing to sell me the land, and this other contract where you are agreeing to sell me the rights to use the land. Two contracts between two private parts. So after we sign that contract, none of us are using the DNI in the contract. We are signing the contract as living men and women. After that, I will send a sworn oath to notify Hacienda, the Spanish government, that I have the rights of this land to use this land as I see fit. So a sworn oath can be answered with another sworn oath. I swear that everything I'm writing is the truth, all the truth, and nothing but the truth. If I'm lying, I'm going to jail, according to Spanish law. So it has to be an answer. So the other party has to answer with the same kind of.
These are oaths.
No. You swear before your creator that you're telling the truth, and if you're not, you're going to jail. That's it. If you lie, and somebody else claims that you're lying, and turns out that you're lying, you're going to jail. It's perjury. That's against the law. You cannot just state something that is not true, and then there are two laws. There are only two laws actually. You will cause no harm, and you will cause no loss to anybody. If you cause harm or loss to somebody, then these are the only two laws that actually exist. And you will love thy neighbor. So three laws, let's say. So you notify the Hacienda and tell them, look here.
So you're saying you don't make it as a
Yeah, there are two sides. The public, living in the public and living in the private. This contract where I'm buying the piece of land is a private contract between two living men and women. And if you want that contract to be public, that you can do that. Yeah, that's fine. You can go to register your private land into the public. Yeah.
So what happens if anybody receives EB statement? How do you deal
All right,
with
yeah, you're a bit ahead of time. I'm gonna get there, but you're a bit ahead of time.
No, I mean somebody will receive the bills, and there will be a debt coming.
Yes,
to
I understand the question,
Yeah.
and you're still ahead of time. But I haven't been there. Let me give me a few more minutes. I'm still buying the land and notifying Hacienda. So I'm gonna tell that was the next step. I'm telling Hacienda, look, in this sworn oath, I swear before my creator that I'm telling the truth. I have all the rights to this property, and I have paid for it. And if you can, and I accept to pay EV and whatever taxes that you think and you claim that I owe you, and I will pay them until every last bit of it. But before that, I need a contract between your corporation and me, Leo, the living man, where I signed agreeing to pay whatever you think you claim I'm supposed to pay. And that is a conditional acceptance inside the sworn oath. You conditionally accept to pay whatever taxes the corporation is asking you to pay. So that e-commerce is honorable. There are different ways to proceed in commerce. Some of them are honorable, some of them are dishonorable. Acceptance, when somebody comes to gives you an offer, if you stay silent, that is tacit consent or acquiescence, right? You are accepting by remaining silent. That is dishonorable. You have to reply. When somebody gives you an offer, you have to say, no, thank you. No, that's not for me. That's not, you're just, in this case, I'm accepting. Acceptable, conditional acceptance is honorable. I'm accepting your conditions is a counter offer, basically. You tell Hacienda, look, I have a contract, I'm telling the truth. If I'm not, I'm going to jail, and I pay whatever you want me to pay. Just please give me the contract, and I will read it and pay whatever the contract says. If there's no contract, if you cannot provide the evidence that you're claiming that I'm supposed to pay, then there's no relationship between the corporation and me.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
A corporation can't contract with a living man.
Exactly, that's the point.
So that's the condition.
That's exactly.
Okay.
The sworn oath has to be answered with a sworn oath. Another living man from the corporation has to sign, telling me whatever.
So when you send that to the Hacienda, they just ignore it?
They cannot. There's no way they can reply that. They have to stay in silence, because no man or woman working for the corporation will answer that. No one will take responsibility for that. They only send notices and taxes and things like that with a stamp it's a corporation, it's a number. You're dealing with a piece of paper.
So what happens if they send the bills afterwards?
Okay, so we're getting there. In commerce, you need to the opposite. We're going to do what the bank does to you when they take your property away from you. They send you the first notice and tell you, guys, you are they send you the first notice and tell you, look, you owe X amount of money, and this is the first notice. You have 28 days to reply, otherwise we're going to start the process to take away your property from you.